I want you to be my love. I want you to be my love. Beneath the moon and the stars above, I want you to be my love. I want you to know me now. I want you to know me now. Make a promise, make that. I want you to know me now. 'Cause I want you. 'Cause I want you. I want you to be my love. I want you to be my love. With the moon and the stars above, I want you to be my love.
Okay, now you can stand. Do you hear me talking to you across the water, across the deep blue ocean, under the open sky? Oh my, baby, I'm trying.
Boy, I hear you in my dreams. I feel you whisper across the sea. Keep you with me in my heart. You make it easier when life gets hard. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Ooh. Ooh.
Dear friends, out of affection for Josie Christina Adams and Josie Montana McCoy, we have gathered today to witness the vows that will unite the two in marriage. Josie and Josie come here to establish an outward symbol of an inward communion born of their friendship, respect, and love for each other. Marriage is a sacred bond, freely and voluntarily assumed, by which the parties acquire a new status under the law. The assumption of the marriage status confers upon the parties rights and obligations that are among the most beautiful and solemn in a human relationship. These privileges and duties affect the happiness and welfare of the individuals, the family, and society as a whole. It is therefore important that this commitment be undertaken in the utmost of good faith. So way back in the 1980s, Mary Ann and Charlie Adams and Nina and Mickey McCoy had their first children, both girls, and Mary Ann and Charlie named their child Anne. Nina and Mickey named theirs Annalise. Then in June of 1988, both couples had a second child, just 10 days apart. Charlie and Mary Ann had a girl, so they named their child Josie. But Nina and Mickey had a boy, so they named their child Josie. Which does seem odd at first, but I talked to Josie about it, and he explained to me that actually Josie is a common male name among actors getting married today and characters played by Clint Eastwood. So But as fate would have it, having the same first name turned out to be a true blessing one Christmas, as fate pulled them together for the East Coast tour of A Christmas Carol. And now this is where Josie and Josey had wanted me to tell you the story of how they met and the adventure and craziness that ensued. And it is a wonderful story that I would love to tell, and I love the way I tell it. But I reminded them that this is their story, and it's not all about me, it's their day too. And so I think they should tell it.
Well, November 3rd, I believe, November 3rd, 2010. We had both been hired on the same tour, and we were told, oh, there's another Josie, oh, there's another Josie, you know. I saw her name written on the costume chart, and I was like, well, she spells it differently, so I bet she pronounces it differently.
I had that same conversation in my head, but in reverse.
We met on the first day, and I said, so you're Josie?
And you're Josie?
Yeah, Z, yeah. So, where are you from?
Montana.
That's my middle name. Jess was there. She can vouch for this, actually. She was there. And then the first day of rehearsal was very fun. But I was in the Cratchit family. I was Tiny Tim's older brother, so we rehearsed in a separate area. And that first day, you know, so I was away from her. I knew how cute she was. And then I got a text near the end of rehearsal, and I was waiting on my ride. So I checked it out, and it said, "Great job today. You're a really great dance partner. Winky face." The Cratchits had not been doing any dancing. And I thought, okay, so Josie has a dance partner. They've been working on the big dance number. Who is this? I checked the contact sheet, and it's this fellow named Tim. And I was like, great, this is my in. And so she comes out of rehearsal, and I'm like, hey,
He's got this smile on first time I see this one.
I think this text was meant for you. And I think it might have been, because she's a great dancer. You guys will see later. But yeah, and then 2-3 weeks later, in Schenectady, New York, we shared our first kiss. And only about 3 weeks later, she met my parents. They came to see our show, and I just knew immediately how much they adored her, and that was the first time I told her I loved her. And she said, "I love you too." And I said, "I know." And here we are, almost 7 years later, and she's smarter and more beautiful than I could ever imagine.
Thanks.
You know, I love that story, but I do think we should take a moment to think about poor Tim. Who thought he was going to get with a pretty blonde dance partner. Instead wound up being Josie's wingman. But Josie and Josie, in the presence of your friends and family, I ask you to state your intentions. Have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage?
I have.
Will you love and honor each other as husband and wife for the rest of your lives?
I will.
There is a study that when people sing together, their heartbeats align and all beat as one. As Josie and Josie join their hearts in marriage, they would be honored to have each of you sing along and align your heartbeats with theirs. And they allowed me to pick the song, but it's got to be one you all know. So it's the 1989 Billy Joel classic, "We Didn't Start the Fire." Harry Truman. No? We'll go with their option. Why don't you guys get us started? And please join in with your hearts and your voices.
Please pick a key.
You pick a key.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Again. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Can we have the rings?
Thank you, Ring Bear.
So Josie and Josie have written their own vows, so if you would place the ring on each other's fingers as you recite your vows to each other.
Simultaneously, right?
Yes, please do.
Would you like me to go first? It's supposed to be ladies first. Only through fire is a strong sword forged. I wrote that. No, I didn't. I wrote that into these vows. It was actually after the opening scroll of a Star Wars Clone Wars episode I was watching a few nights ago. And people say that rain on your wedding day is good luck. And I don't know if there's a fire or a smoke comparison. And while my thoughts are with the lands, the people, and the animals in danger of the fires burning across the state and the region, I think a smoky wedding bodes well for us. Only through fire is a strong sword forged. You are always there with me, through every fire, good or bad. You help me with everything. You are an amazing partner through the controlled burns and the wildfires. All the fires of life. Having your beautiful and creative positivity in every aspect of my life is the greatest gift you could ever give me. Except for maybe the Green Bay Packers share you bought me for Christmas 2011. Having you as a partner in theater, politics, and pet parentry has already forged such a strong sword. Our love has become so strong, and the fire you set in my heart almost 7 years ago, it burns so brightly that it almost hurts. I know our fire can warm the two of us, the dude, and Rex, and Ray, and any other little McCoys that might join the family. Thank you for lighting that fire. Thank you for stoking it. And thank you for being so excited about life that your gasps scare the shit out of me sometimes. I vow to tend to your fire in any way necessary. I will always be there for you. Only through fire is a strong sword forged. I love you with every bit of my heart and soul, Josie. It's so cool that you're going to be my wife. That's so cool.
Oh.
Just like engagement.
Wow. Stuff to follow. Josie Montana McCoy. I love you in a way I never could have imagined was possible until I met you. You are the funniest person I know. We share a deep love of community, and you have the best middle name of any person ever. I promise to celebrate our successes and to stand by you even in our less lucky moments, but every day with you is the luckiest day of my life. I promise also to take the pursuit of fun very seriously. And I promise to keep our lives filled with music, laughter, family, love, and the Green Bay Packers. Josie Montana McCoy, I love you forever.
By the power vested in me by the state of Montana, I pronounce you husband and wife. I present you with the Josie's McCoy.
Okay, now do it again, now that the camera's rolling.
I don't know what I said. Congratulations, guys. We're so perfect together, and I couldn't be happier for you. Line. Congrats, Josie. Josie, we love you.
Happy wedding, guys. We love you. Cheers to Josie and Josie. Cheers. Cheers.
Super excited for you guys. Congratulations. Grandma Lois. She's very happy as well. Josie and Josie, congratulations. I have a quick story for you. So I know, Josie, you proposed with the book Clash of Kings, which you changed to Rings, which is a very important book to us, actually. I'd started reading the Game of Thrones books, and Angela made fun of me, and then she started reading them and was hot on my heels. And so I'd finish a book, and then I'd give it to her, and she was mad at me because I was taking so long, because that book is very thick, which is probably why you picked it, Josie. But she was so upset that I also had to deface that book for the sake of marriage. And I ripped it in half and taped it and gave it the first half to my wife.
That is actually true.
So that, I'm just saying, I think you should probably start reading Game of Thrones. But I thought that was funny that that was the book you proposed with. It's very romantic. It's not a very romantic book at all. But happy wedding and happy marriage. We love you both.
Congratulations, you guys.
Hey, cousin and cousin-in-law. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I'm so much fun. Hello, Josies. We love you both very much. And we want to congratulate you on your beautiful wedding. And here's to your story. It's a good story, lots of chapters, and we're really excited that you guys are together. Here's to the Josies. Love you. We're two very good characters in your story. Yeah, don't forget. You're welcome. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Josie and Josie. Way to go, Z-Man. Have fun.
Congratulations to them. This is their video that they're going to get later.
Congratulations. So happy for you.
Congratulations. We're really happy for you. I'm happier than Chris is.
I'm not. What? Congrats. Josie Adams, McCoy, God bless you.
I love you, and I told you this right after the ceremony, but I'm so happy that Josie, you're now my brother, not really, sort of, kind of, almost, sort of, not legally, but sort of legally, because it's forever now, and ever, and ever. And Josie, I love being your sister, and thank you for being the best, and you're so beautiful inside and out, and I'm so happy that I got to be here on your special day.
Hey, Josie, we hate you. Yeah, I can't believe we're here right now. Yeah, you really kind of suck. Josie, though, you're beautiful. Yeah, he's a lucky guy. Lucky guy. Married, but we love him. Okay, we love him. God, we do love him. Yeah.
Congratulations, farewell. Farewell. Where are they going?
Have a nice trip. Goodbye. We love you. I don't know. Say something.
Congratulations, we love you guys.
You guys, probably to the camera.
Oh, it's going right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were just signing before.
No, it's going right now, and I'm totally putting all of this in there.
Oh, God. Okay, now let's go. Congratulations, we love you. Congratulations, we love you.
Is it going on you guys? He was okay. He was okay. Can you start over? It was awesome. So you think I've got some hopes for you? Congratulations.
And there's like the best photo bomb ever happening behind you. Try it again. Say congratulations.
I just want to reiterate what I wrote in the card, which is marriage. It's good work if you can get it.
It was a beautiful wedding.
It was. Oh, it was so good. So well done. As I would expect with anybody who's in theater.
Now, Ezra, I have no problem with you having the microphone first, but just so you're aware, it is tradition that the maid of honor starts. But in terms of tradition, anything has taught me about this wedding so far, yeah, not too worried. So, you guys can flip a coin however you want. Oh, leg wrestle. Arm wrestle, yeah, okay. Hello? Hi, everybody. My name is Ezra. For those that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet. I first met Josie our freshman year at UK. I'd seen him around. He was the guy in the lobby of our dorm, always playing the piano, surrounded by all the girls. Everybody on our floor thought he was the biggest asshole. And after a couple of weeks, he came to me because he's really bad at class, needed my help. And that started our friendship, and it's been great ever since. When he called me and asked me to be his best man, I was really taken aback. I about started crying. He's a guy I can always talk to about anything. We've carried each other in several situations, literally and figuratively. And, he's the best. I love him. And Josie, you look amazing. This whole everything, the ceremony, this place, everything is great. And I'm so happy for you guys. So if everybody will raise their glass, I'd like to make a toast to a long, happy, healthy life together. I love you guys.
Thank you, Ezra. Hello, everybody. My name is Anne, and I am Josie's older sister, for those of you who don't know. And I am actually 8 years older than Josie. Little fact. Something really cool about being 8 years older than your sibling is you remember everything from the very beginning. I remember waiting at my house with my grandma, waiting for the news that our little Josie was born. And I remember how she was born with black hair and it all fell out. And I remember coming home from school and there was this tiny kid who would just smile at me, and it made the 8-year-old feel so important. Like I have to teach her things, and I have to protect her. And whether or not I did that is probably another speech, but I tried. You know, I know, Binky, I don't know where you're sitting. Oh, there you are. I once yelled at Jordan during class because she said, Josie Grossie. Turns out that's a line from a movie. So, stand corrected on that one. And I remember when she was getting ready to go to college and she didn't know if she should break up with a boyfriend or do the long distance thing. And I was like, come on, Josie, you don't bring sand to the beach. Yes, this is what big sisters are for. So when she told me there was this guy in her cast named Josie, I didn't think much of it except weird. Right? Like, that's a weird coincidence. Then one day my mom called and she goes, okay, Anne, don't tell your sister this, but I think she likes that guy Josie in her cast because she talks about him all the time. Okay, Mom. Well then, literally the same day, Josie called me and was like, okay, don't tell Mom, but there's this guy in my cast. Yeah, you get it. But still, I was like, okay, lots of guys are like Josie. What's different about him? And when they decided to move in together, the big sister in me was like, oh, okay. Well, I've heard of this book. It's called Shacking Up, Living in Sin Without Getting Burned. And I was like, Josie likes books. You should read this book. And I knew she would because she's Josie. But what really, really surprised me and impressed me was that Josie read it with her. They read it together. And they did all of the stuff in it. And I thought, oh, that's touching. And I hadn't met him yet. And he was scared to meet me, which was probably smart. But by the time I finally met Josie, everybody had met Josie and they loved him. And he was this guy who read this Shacking Up book with my sister. So when I met him for the first time, it didn't matter that he threw up all over my porch. I already was a fan. I had to. And the years that they've been together, you know, he has endeared himself to all of us, hasn't he? Not just Josie, but he is one of my kids' best friends, the guy. And this is, you know, I'm not freaking out about this. The big sister is not worried now because I know she's with the right person, and you guys are, I know you're going to be happy forever. So let's just raise a toast to Josie and the guy. I love you guys.
Well said, Ann. If I could have your dads, if I could have Charlie and Nikki come up and say a few words.
You want to follow that, Dad?
I'm not going to follow Nick and McCoy. You know, I'm looking outside here and it reminds me that this is really appropriate that the main life event for Josie occurs on a hot, smoky Montana day because she came into the world June 18th, 1988. 5 days later, the biggest of the fires that started in Yellowstone that year blew up. Another couple of days went by, the scapegoat fires up in the Park Marshall Wilderness started up. And then we had this kind of crap the rest of the summer. So this is a big life event. I'm working without notes, by the way, and I do want to point out, Justice Shea, of all people, knows that even if I have notes, I'm not really going to follow. I just want to say a few words about Josie Montana McCoy. Last fall, the Cubs and the Dodgers, the stinking Dodgers, were in the National League Championship Series. He called me up, convinced me to get down to LA to go to the game for the sole purpose of asking if he could marry my daughter during the 7th inning stretch. Any of you who know Mary Ann and me in our courthouse wedding, and the rest of our family, we don't have a playbook for that. I just kind of looked at him and went, oh, well, how do you do this in Kentucky? Anyway, we're exceedingly happy for Josie. We knew Josie Montana McCoy before we met him. That was our feeling. Mary Ann and I lined up the trip to Glacier Park with him, sight unseen. And he came up and worked in Helena that summer, and when they were done with what was the show? All shook up. We went to Glacier. Now, Josie wasn't with him. So, yeah, it was the three of us. Mary Ann and I had a great time. we like him better than her. So, all best wishes to you, and let's raise a toast to the JoJos.
You're a good feller. No, I really mean that, you know. I like Charlie and Mary Ann, and for those of you who know me, you know it. I don't like a lot of people. I really don't. But, you know, I live a very charmed life. I've lived a very charmed life, as I was telling a friend of mine a while ago. And you know, this is one of the things, this ceremony and seeing Josie and Josie newlywed. I got it proved I live a charmed life. Fella in the audience there, I was walking around, he said, my name's John. He said, I want to know about how you named Josie Montana. I said, well, you know, if it was a girl, it was going to be my wife's name. His name might have been Sue. You like this, huh? But anyway, it was a boy. It was going to be a boy, so it was up to me. And I picked out Josie after Josie Wells. Because Josie Wells was a great man. He wasn't an outlaw. He was just a poor dirt farmer until they messed with him. You know, living up to that sort of thing is great. And then I like Montana because, listen, y'all got some talented people out here, and Tom McCoy is one of them. And Jim Harrison is another. I read a lot of books, and they use a backdrop of West Yellowstone or these places. They made me love Montana. So anyway, I named him Josie Montana. And so this guy, he says, well, hell, man, this is all you're doing. I said, no, you should know what Charlie and Mary Ann have gone through, and all these people, the Cordinglys, and all these people. And he said, no, but what if you had named him Josie Wyoming? And they said at the ceremony that, you know, she was kind of turned on. I don't think she used that word. Kind of the way I took it, you know what I mean? And she found out his real name was Montana. And so I said, this is me. It's because of me, man. I named that one. But anyway, let me tell you something. I live a very charmed life, getting back to it. And I've had a daughter that is here playing music, and she stole my heart. Yeah. She married a pretty good fella. He takes care of her. They're both homeless now. And they really are. They really are. They moved out of their apartment in New York City because their landlord had broken some permits and made one apartment into two, and he had to go back and make it into one again. So he said, I don't know what to do. You got to move out. They said, well, we want to move out in 2 or 3 months. He said, look, you move out next month, I'll give you next month's free. So they packed all their stuff in storage, and they hit the road, and they lived in a sort of like a Honda van down by the river.
Joe, you would have been about my sister.
There he is, man. That's my boy. But anyway, so they do a fine job playing music all over this country. And if you want to know more about them, you go to your phones and you type in 2thirdsgoat.com. That's 2thirdsgoat.com. 2thirdsgoat.com. You can also see him on Facebook by using the symbol. What is that called? A fraction, right, Mr. Mather? 2/3 goat. But anyway, so I'm really charmed to have that couple in my life, and you all know Josie. You know Josie. I mean, who the hell wouldn't be charmed having her in their son's life? I mean, it's come full circle, and I feel good now, you know. I could leave this earth tomorrow. Feel good. So, before my bourbon gets warm.
Bourbon? Where did you get that?
Hell, I'm from Kentucky, baby. I always got it. Maybe by way of a very good brother-in-law from Miami. But anyway, I raise this toast, and I hope you join me in this toast to I think it's going to be one hell of a couple, and may they have love and peace, and may the peace that surpasses all understanding be upon them for the rest of their lives. Thank you. Let's go.
Excellent. I'll let them all hug their respective partners and such, but I think the bride and groom have a few words to say as well.
Oh, my deal. Oh. I've told people this all weekend, and we've been here for a week, and it feels like we've been here for less than a day. We've had so much to do, and even though so many people have worked so hard for the last 5, 6, 7 months on this, they've helped us out so much. And it's just been a blast being here, and every single face that's walked in the door, I can't thank you enough for being here, for being a part of our special day, and our special week. So you've been here for so long like us. I really cannot thank you enough. There's not a better group of people to celebrate this with, and I love you all. But I love you more.
No, I think Josie really covered it all. We are just so happy, and I know some of you traveled so far, and some at the very last minute, and it's just been so joyous to put this together, and we're just over the moon. Thanks.
Here, to the bride and groom. We're going to give them a minute, and then we're going to pull them out on the dance floor for a first dance and start the dancing. Well, Josie, if I can leave you out on the dance floor for a moment and have Charlie come out and take you for a spin.
I thought I said I didn't want to follow any McCoy.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you somehow. Eventually, maybe.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Very nice.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. Out of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. It takes a lot to know what is love. It's not the big things, but the little things that can mean love. I'm not above to think of you. And then there's never a day that passes by I don't think of you. You were always there for me. Pushing me and guiding me, always to succeed. You showed me when I was young just how to go. You showed me everything that I should know. You showed me just how to walk without your hands. 'Cause Mom, you always were the perfect friend.
Sorry, that was really nice. Nicely done, Josie. Well played, sir. Well played. Let's dance.
So cool, obeying every rule. Way down in your heart, don't burn any yearning for songs. Somebody to tell you, I could have passed you by.
Speak louder with all the music.
My beer is empty. The music is loud, but cheers to you guys.
Cheers to you guys.
We're so happy for you.
And thanks for the Anne-Marie.
If you've been married less than 20 years.
The camera. Camera. Congratulate them.
Oh, it's happening.
Yes.
Congratulations, Josie and Josie. We love you both so much. And we're so happy for you guys and so excited for you guys. And I hope you guys have a great honeymoon and a great time at the wedding you go to in like 3 days. And I can't wait to come see you. Congrats, guys.
Congrats, you guys.
Go ahead.
Hey guys, thank you so much for inviting us. We're so happy to be part of your special day. We wish you much love, happiness, and laughter throughout your lifetime.
It was a great night. Thanks for having us, and good luck.